Hi, you guys. Listen, I wanted to do a video. I haven't done one for you in a while, especially on leadership. And I just love sometimes Facebook memories because every now and then I'll get a good one. And this one popped up yesterday. And I just have to share it with you because I think it's just so timely. And this was something I wrote 3 years ago. Maybe this needs to be a book. So here's what I did. This is a good leadership lesson that I did about 3 years ago. And so this is what I wrote. I said, many times we look at the story of David and Goliath and we're excited about it. The little guy taking on the big guy and winning. But we fail to look at David's backstory. What prepared him to defeat Goliath? What prepared him to be a leader? How did he get to the place where he had no fear when everyone else, armies of people, big, strong men, where they were? How could he look Goliath in the face and ask, "Who are you that I should be afraid, or any of us should be afraid of you?" And now, mind you, that was me paraphrasing the scripture there. Lots of people want to be a leader, but everybody simply isn't called to lead. And I know that there's different schools of thoughts on that, but period. That's just mine. For those who are called to lead, everyone doesn't make it. And that's the reality. There are three kinds of people when it comes to leadership. The first person, the person who hates obscurity but wants to lead. This person is never prepared to lead or defeats Goliath because they chose to skip obscurity and its training ground. They are often renegade, just rogue, out here doing whatever, just leaving nothing but destruction in their wake. They are determined to do their own thing in spite of counsel they receive to do otherwise. Thus, they are often slaughtered before they even get started. The second person, the person who doesn't mind obscurity but doesn't have joy in it and haphazardly approaches their training. They do things for the sake of doing it, but their heart isn't in it. They get bored with obscurity. These are the people who will do what their leaders ask of them, but only partially. Partial obedience is still disobedience. Okay? They do it to appease their leader. They are only really fooling themselves, though. When Goliath comes along, they are also slaughtered. They are no more trustworthy than person number one. The third person, the person who gets joy in obscurity. They embrace it. They spend time in the presence of God. They talk to Him. They worship Him. They get instructions and guidance from Him in obscurity. When the time comes, they can slaughter Goliath and be happy to return to their place of obscurity for more training. When the time comes for them to come out of obscurity once more, they can attend to the needs of the king, the leader, before they become the king, the leader. So that was a good leadership tip that I gave about 3 years ago. So if that's you, if you find yourself in either of those three categories, you really need to re-examine some things, even if you're number three, because there's always more training. There's always something more. Hope you guys have a fantastic Monday, and remember to spread lots of love and light.